Hello, welcome, gorgeous beings of light. This is Elmara, coming to you with 100 Miracles in 100 Days project and the Effortless Manifesting and Awareness Activation Quickie, which we have added to the 100 Miracles. So I only have to do one recording a day. So let's take a big breath in. Letting out through the mouth and bringing your awareness into this moment. It's a Boxing Day here in Australia, but for some of you it's Christmas Day today. So we're going to keep this miracle short because you've all got much better things to do. Well, not really. There's nothing better than connecting into your awareness, especially on the day that Christ was born. So, big breath in. And I hope your Christmas Day was as gorgeous as mine. I actually spent it alone, which is what I usually do every year. But last year I was invited somewhere, and it just wasn't the same. I usually spend the day with Jesus Christ because it's his birthday. So this year I made the decision to go back to spending it alone. And that's not to say I didn't speak with lots of people. I did, but I did lots of meditation with Christ as well. It was just gorgeous. So I'm trusting that your Christmas Day is as gorgeous as mine. Take a big breath in. And if it's not, just invite that stuff to come up and breathe through it. I do remember a time 30 odd years ago when Christmas was a great trauma for me, but it's not anymore. Because I've let go of everything that ever used to bother me. Let go of all that you have to stuff yourself silly until you can't walk. I just had some barramundi and salad because that's one of my favourite things to eat, and it was way too hot to roast a chicken. Otherwise I would have had that. Just breathe. We're so blessed. We live in such a blessed country, and I'm sending all of my love and light to everybody everywhere else in the world. And we're just going to do a quickie activation, just in case you've missed a couple of days. So bring your awareness into your beautiful body. And then just place that in another room. Or for me, I just toss it out the window on the veranda and breathe. So you're tossing your body and all its gripes and all its stories about how short or tall or thin or fat or bald or the colour of your eyes or your skin or your hair, all of that out the window. Poof. And just breathe. Just breathe. And next we're going to bring our awareness into our identity. So your name, address, phone number, date of birth, where you live, the car you drive, qualifications, all that stuff that identifies as you, how many kids, cats, dogs, pets, family members. Toss it all out the window or in another room and breathe. Feel yourself lightening up as you take all of those 1% things and just put them aside for a little while. Next, we're going to bring our awareness into any strong opinions that we have on climate change, on racism, on homosexuality, and then also all of our feelings, good and bad, doesn't matter, and all of our emotions, all of our shame, all of our sadness, all of our fear, and even our joy and our bliss. We're just going to place all of that aside in another room or out the window and breathe. Then lastly, we bring our awareness into our conscious mind, our unconscious mind, our subconscious mind, and all of our thoughts, and place that in another room or toss it out the window and breathe. breathe into your awareness. You'll notice the more you breathe into it, the more it wakes up, and it may just instantly go to any stiff bits or any pain in your body and start working with it, because this is who you truly are. Your physical being is in the 1%, and all of us are focused on that. But you have 100 trillion cells and 100 trillion telomeres that are 99% space that they used to call junk space, junk DNA, but it's actually all the good stuff, the stuff that's connected to all time and space, all dimensions of light, all universes and galaxies, all planets, all star systems. Just you have the opportunity to access all of that wisdom and knowledge and energy and power with just your breath, by just shifting your focus from the 1% to the 99%, untapped, pure potential, pure God source that exists right inside of you. Breathe. When you feel your awareness coming in and connecting into those 100 trillion cells, 100 trillion telomeres, and your connection to all that is, to the pure God source that exists in you and everything else, in the trees, the plants, the sun, the earth, the oceans, the rivers, even things like your cars and your house, your physical things. Pure God source exists in there too, and all the animals and birds and creepy crawlies. Did you notice the wind came up where he did that? I just have such a gorgeous relationship with the wind, and it always comes up at pivotal moments when I'm working. So as I said, I want to keep this miracle short. I actually have it already on my YouTube page somewhere, and I'll go find it and put it in the comments as proof of what I'm talking about. And I actually found out I could do this about a long time before, maybe 8 years before. But in 2020, I think it was, 2020, 2021, I was calling by one of my long-term friends home on the way to Seymour, and I was staying overnight there, and my friend's partner mentioned to me that all of their roses were dying because they had lack of water, and you could see they'd had drought for years and years, and even though they were watering them, it wasn't enough. They were watered every second day or whatever, and there was these great big cracks in the earth around the rose garden. And he was telling me that they were contemplating pulling them out. And I was like, no. I think he told me because he must have remembered what I'd done 5 years earlier or 8 years earlier or whenever it was. He said, can you just give me 2 weeks? Can you just give me 2 weeks and see if I can fix it first? And I had done this when the Syrians came to visit 8 or 10 years earlier, let's just say 10 years earlier. And they had saved my life, but they also showed me how to save the roses in 47-degree heat. So, or showed me how to make them bloom in 47-degree heat. So I figured I should be able to do the same again to save these rose bushes, because they're absolutely exquisite when they're in full bloom, as you can imagine, 103 rose bushes. And their little, country home was known as the Rose Cottage. So, wouldn't be much of a rose cottage without any roses. So what I did was I placed my pyramid of protection of golden crystalline light over the top of the roses and down. But instead of putting the base of the pyramid underneath the ground, I took the base of the pyramid all the way down to the water level and sealed it off underneath the water level. And of course, the reason there was these problems was because the water levels were so low because it had been drought for 5 years. So I just made it an etheric pyramid of golden crystalline light over the top of them. I asked that the pyramid allow the sunshine in, but not the extreme heat, which I learnt to do 10 years earlier. took it down and took it underneath the water table. And then I took the roots, energetically, I took the roots of the roses down and connected them into the, the streams and the water that's down underneath the earth. And within 2 weeks, all of the rose bushes had revived and were going great, and they're still going great 2 or 3 years later. So how cool is that? That's all the magic that you can do. That's all the magic that you can actually do if you will step into your fifth dimensional power and stop playing small. So I'm calling upon all healers, all spiritual teachers, all quantum people, all starseed shamans, empaths, light workers, whatever name you want to call yourself that is interested in this stuff. Stop playing small. Stop trying to believe that there's some spacecraft coming to get you. Just get present in your body and activate the power that's here, because that's why you're here. Stop running away. You're just still trying to run away, waiting for some spacecraft to come and get you. People have been doing that since 2012. That's why those women were trying to kill me, because some spacecraft didn't come and get them on the 21st of December 2012. They were very angry about it. And they were so angry they couldn't feel the enormous shift that did take place on the 21st of December 2012. I will tell you more about that miracle later. I just want you to know that the possibilities are endless when you connect to your light and you connect to the greatness of who you are. And if you seriously, seriously want to know how to activate this within yourself, please go back and listen to the very first video that we did. It was just called Effortless Manifesting and Awareness Activation. And in that I speak about the program that I want to run next year for a select amount of people that really want to step fully into their power and make a difference on planet Earth. We will train you to be a certified fifth dimension activator and healer, and we may even go on and train some of you to do the activation part of that as well. But you will know if you are meant to do this, because you'll just know when you listen to my voice that this is your calling and what you're meant to be doing next year. So, alrighty, love, love, love. My deepest love and richest blessings to you all. I'm just going to send you a blast of this lovely, lovely energy just for a few moments. Know the power that exists within you. It's not small. No matter what's happened to you, this is the key. That's why you shouldn't be spending energy on fixing your brokenness. It's still only 1% of who you are. And that other 99%, when you step into that light, it just dissolves all that stuff. And that's why when people start doing this, all of a sudden money starts coming to them. Their health gets better. But you just got to do it every day. I do it once every 10 days, every day. Alrighty, love, love, love. Lots of love, and I'll talk to you again soon.